Okay, so question 11 says a cannonball is launched into the air with an initial upward velocity of 337 feet per second. From a 7-foot tall cannon, the height h can be modeled using this equation. Approximately how long will it take for the cannonball to be 938 feet high? So the first thing we want to do is set the height equal to 938. So let me rewrite that down here. That's going to be negative 16t squared plus 337t plus 7 equals 938. In order to solve this quadratic, I'm going to have to get everything onto one side, so I'm going to subtract 938. So I'm left with negative 16t squared plus 337t minus 931 equals 0. I have to factor that because I have to use the quadratic formula because I cannot factor this. So I'm going to plug my A, B, and C values into the quadratic formula. So I have negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Okay, so this is going to be negative 337 plus or minus the square root. I'm going to figure out what that discriminant is. That's called the discriminant, the thing inside. 337 squared. And then I have 4 times negative 16 times negative 931. Negative 16 times negative 931. So it's this number minus this number. So 53985. All over negative 32. So moving along, I have negative 337 plus or minus the square root of that number, 232.347. So I have two answers, negative 337 plus that divided by negative 32, which is right at 3.27, and negative 337 minus that divided by negative 32. Always divide by the negative or the denominator very, very, very last. Don't try and combine them into one step. 17.79. Always wait till the very last step to divide that. Otherwise, you might mess up the numerator. So those are your two answers. It doesn't make it clear, but it wants both answers because how long will it take rising up and then coming back down. If you just put one of the answers in, I believe it marks it yellow. You have to put in both answers. All right, this is the same thing, except now they just want you to put the answers into these two boxes. So I'm going to start by rewriting it. Then I'm going to plug these A, B, and C values into the quadratic formula. Negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared, which is 15 squared, minus 4 times A times C. 4 times 3 times 4. That's 48 over 2A, which is going to be 2 times 3, which is 6. This is x equals negative 15 plus or minus the square root of 177 over 6. So we do the square root of 177, 13.304. So this is going to be negative 15 plus or minus 13.304 over 6. So I'll do negative 15 minus that number divided by 6. So I get negative 4.717. And then I'll do negative 15 plus divided by 6. Negative 0.283. So it says you will get two answers where A and B, where A is less than B. Which one is smaller? This one is smaller. It's a bigger number and it's negative. They're both negative, and this is a larger negative number. So this will go here, and this will go here.